The world of Demon Slayer universe is amazing. We get to see new and powerfully character every episode, so it's really difficult to tell which character is the strongest. Hence, to solve this confusion, this is our list of strongest characters from Demon Slayer KIMETSU no Yaiba. This list is my complete opinion based solely on fights and feats. This list is in no way, shape, or form a definitive list, and is subject to change based upon future chapters. I assume that some will be surprised at how I list these characters, and this list isn't just restricted to pillars. This is also based on manga, rather than an anime so far. 10. Inosuke Kanroji. This one is a tie. I can't argue against either of them being in the top 10, because I think they're a dead-set match in terms of power. Inosuke is one of the main protagonists of Demon Slayer, and a traveling companion of Tanjiro Kamado. He is also a Demon Slayer in the Demon Slayer Corps. He has possessed amazing arm strength, immense speed and reflexes, immense stamina and endurance, and enhanced flexibility. While Kanjori is a major supporting character of Demon Slayer. As a Hashira of the Demon Slayer Corps, she is a very powerful swordsman, and said to have completed the final selection within a mere 6 months of training, which Kaijiro considers outstanding. As the Love Hashira, Kanjori utilizes a combat style based on love. 9. Shinobu. Shinobu lacked the physical strength to cut off a demon's head, yet was able to become a pillar, as well as creating poison strong enough to take down not just any upper moon, but Doma, the second upper moon. She was able to blitz a colossal Doma, and if she had the ability to cut off his head, I have confidence she would have been able to. Her knowledge, foresight and planning was enough to surprise a demon who's been living for hundreds of years. 8. Zenitsu. I know a head-turner, but you have to give credit where it's due. Pre-Demon Slayer extermination arc, this guy could really get serious if he passed out, but even then he was a threat. In this current arc he took down Upper Moon 6, a former Demon Slayer and his fellow successor to the Breath of the Thunder, by himself while conscious, displaying a monstrous level of raw power, as well as increasing his already unmatched speed. He is the second fastest character in the series based on feats, and his cutting power is second to none with his new speed. He semi-mastered full focus breathing to advance his first form to a level unseen, capable of blitzing an upper moon with knowledge of said technique. He also created an extra form on his own, much like Michiro, to compete with his fellow successor. 7. Tenjin Uzui. This one is questionable to a lot. I assume people would like to see the love pillar here, but in my eyes Tenjin surpasses her. Tenjin was able to hold off Upper Moon 6, while poisoned and blitzed Daki and cut off her head, before she could realize. He did this not being in a marked state. He also, like Rengoku, did this while trying to protect people. His myriad of weapons makes him one of the most versatile pillars, and he can use unique echolocation abilities. This man doesn't need to seed aim, much like Guillemot. 6. Tanjiro. The protagonist of Demon Slayer. His hidden potential strength can be rated as the strongest among the surviving characters. The strength of Kamado Tanjiro is his ability to fight without murderous energy, perfect selflessness. He is so kind that he even have compassions for demons, and fight with no killing intentions make it impossible for his opponents to notice his killing intent. I don't think much needs to be stated about his abilities. He has access to the see-through world, his dance of the fire god closely resemble the breath of sun, and his mark state gives him the most massive amp in the series. This man can also erase his presence and intent. If he could use his mark state, or Nezuko's bloodburst ability on command, he would jump Giyu in ranking, but because of the negative drawback and inability to use on command, he has to stay at this spot. 5. Giyu Tomioka. There isn't much to say about this guy. He is the pillar we've probably seen the most of combat-wise, and almost every fight for him is a cakewalk. He mastered his breath to the point he made a new form that is incredibly effective. In most of the fight with Akaza, it was either Giyu or Tanjiro fighting Akaza one-on-one with minor assistance from the other. In his mark stated, along with his see-through ability, Tanjiro is slightly stronger, but he needs massive amps to reach that level. Giyu with his mark can compete with Akaza. 4. Michiro. If this monster lived on, he would have easily been the strongest character in the series. He was the youngest pillar in history at the age of 14. He completely masters his breath style to the point he can make up forms on the fly. He is of the same blood as the original breath user, and he was shown to be marginally stronger than Tanjiro physically and skill-wise. He also has the unique ability to convert his Nichiren blade into a red, sun-like blade capable of stopping even the strongest demon's regenerative powers. He easily handled Upper Moon 5 as well as easily destroying the arm of the training dummy. This man is a genius, and it sucks he passed so early. 3. Tsunemi. Honestly, this man is a monster. He could easily swap places with Rengoku, and I have no qualms with that fact. Kakishibo stated that Tsunemi had reached peak physical condition for a human similar to Guillaume. He was able to fight on par with Guillaume while fighting Koku. There isn't much to say about his strength, as he was recognized by Koku the strongest demon moon. As a Hashira of the Demon Slayer Corps, Tsunemi is a very powerful swordsman. According to Kakishibo, Tsunemi's physical abilities and techniques have reached their peak, and that him, along with Jayame Himejima, are the two strongest Hashira of this generation. 2. Rengoku. This one is controversial for sure, but facts speak. He taught himself the Breath of Flames from only 3 volumes. He successfully held off Akaza 1v1, while simultaneously defending Tanjiro and Zenitsu, as well as the 200-plus passengers on the train. He also held Akaza's arm in his chest, forcing him to chop off his own arm to escape. Let's also not forget that this man almost beheaded Akaza, with no assistance, a grave injury, and most importantly no mark. So far the pillars have only been able to go up against the upper 3 moons while in a mark state. I would rate him higher than Guillaume, but we haven't seen his mark state or him in a straight-up one-on-one fight without having to protect others, so we don't know the full extent of his abilities. 1. Guillaume. He was stated, by Tanjiro and Inosuke, to be the strongest pillar during the pillar training arc. Kakishibo even stated that he was the most skilled demon slayer he's fought in hundreds of years. He also went 1v1 against Koku briefly despite being blind. So that was my list of strongest characters from Demon Slayer series. Do you agree with my list? Feel free to let us know. Comment down below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell for more updates. Thanks.